This year there have been some important changes to the North Carolina Wheat Yield Contest. The Wheat Yield Contest is administered by the Small Grain Growers Association, who sets the rules, and then it's certified by Cooperative Extension at North Carolina State University. As the small grain specialist, it is my job to certify the contest, and I do that by forming a committee of agents who are interested in the yield contest and who don't have any conflict of interest with regard to that particular year's entries. Each year we receive between 30 and 35 entries into the statewide yield contest. We look at those entries and certify who had the highest yield statewide and also which farmers had the highest yield in each one of the 3 physiographic regions in North Carolina. In previous years, it was challenging to use a state yield contest plot to also enter the national contest because of the differences in the rules. Now we're going to go to Jenny Carleo, who's going to cover some of the important rule changes for this year's and future years' state yield contest for wheat.
The purpose of this video is to clarify some of the contest entry rule changes and help agents and farmers prepare before they go cut a plot. One of the biggest changes this year is that agents have to pass a quiz before they are eligible to help a farmer submit a contest entry. The link to that quiz is in the description box below, and this video should tell you everything you need to know in order to pass it. One big change we have this year is that bin run wheat is no longer allowed, so the variety that you planted has to have been purchased and named. Another change has to do with field size. So the field that you are harvesting out of has to be at least 5 acres in size and planted in the same variety. From within that plot, you're going to be harvesting a minimum of 1.5 acres. Triangle-shaped fields are no longer allowed. The field has to be 4-sided. And if you're in a hilly area, it may be more accurate to measure the length of each pass, total all of those up, and then multiply it times the width of the combine header. Measuring has to be done on foot with a wheel or a tape. If you're using a tape, make sure that it is taut and touching the ground. With a wheel, try to walk as straight as possible. To make things easier on myself, I always save in my phone a list of items I'm going to be needing to bring to harvest, and I'm sharing that with you in the description box below. Another thing to remember is there have to be 2 people out there measuring that are not from the farm entering the contest. So make sure you send them this video and that they pass the quiz before you go out there together.
If you're interested in entering the North Carolina Yield Contest this year, you need to be in touch with your local agent who will come out and help you to measure and certify your contest plot. You'll also need records of your management practices for that particular wheat field because we collect information like the nitrogen and other fertility rates that you used, if you used a fungicide or plant growth regulator application, and also which herbicides you used. This information is used together with other yield contest plots and the management information for those plots to report out to growers how the top yielding statewide entries have been managed from year to year. We're excited to see the contest entries come through the door this June as we harvest wheat in North Carolina. Good luck to you and your farming operations.